welcome to the third tutorials on statistics. And in these tutorials, we're going to take a look at parameters and sample statistics. Um, Before we do that, I was able to grab a question here that's going to help us to further understand what parameters are and what sample statistics are. So before we answer these questions, which is of three forms, I'm going to go ahead um, and go through for you to understand what sample population parameters are. So let's start. An answer here, and then in the answer section, before we answer the question, I'm going to put a comment. I'm going to grab a question which says population parameters. So let's go and let's grab this question here. Population parameters. The population parameters is the numerical value to the population characteristic. So value to characteristics. So the population parameters, we assign a numerical value to the population characteristics, and then with the sample statistics, we will and what we do is we think and numerical value. Sample characteristics. The sample characteristics. So we assign these numerical values to the population and to the sample, and we call it sample statistics or population parameters. All right. Since we understand what population parameters are, we will then be able to answer the question here. Now, question number one, in a recent survey of a sample of MBA reported that the average salary for MBA is more than 82,000. Now, if you have a question like the average salary for MBA is more than 82,000, here we're talking about a subset, which is an average of MBA students. It was not in reference to the MBA student, it was just a subset of the MBA students. So here we have a sample. So the numerical value that we give to that sample will be what we call sample statistics, which we defined here. So sample statistics, we assign a numerical value to our sample characteristics. So the very first question is sample statistics. The second question says the starting salaries for 667 MBA graduates from the University of Chicago Graduate School of Business increased 8.5% from the previous year. Now, 667 MBA graduates from the University of Chicago is the population. It is the one that is the main collection here. So it's a population. So 8.5% of them is the numerical value for that 667 MBA graduates. So that numerical value we assign to the population is called population parameters. That's what we define here. Population parameters assign a numerical value to the population characteristics. It will be the third question here is in a random check for a sample of retail stores, the Food and Drug Administration found 34% of the stores were not storing fish at a proper temperature. Now, you're taking a look at retail stores, and retail stores come in different forms. Food and Ad found that 34% of the stores were not storing fish at a proper temperature. Now, where we are assigning values to the sample statistics because retail storage is the general form. Um, percent of the stores were storing fish. Not all the retail stores store fish, so we have here a subset of the retail stores. So the numerical value we give to these stores that stores fish is what is called statistics. So here we call it a numerical value to the sample characteristics. So we put here sample. Our question about decide whether or not the numerical value describes the population parameter or the sample statistics. This is our answer, and this is how it works. All right, so in the next tutorials, we want to take a different concept in statistics, and I hope it's going well.